I don't remember what my initiative was from last week. But
Your
also
initiative
it's
from
put
last
into
week
work.
was you had rolled an 8, unfortunately, on your initiative last
Yeah.
week.
Oh god. Oh
I
god.
am in favor of re-rolling
Okay.
initiative.
All right. I'm cool with a reroll as well. I will
Or
admit that Zeldendril has a lot of good stuff, but he doesn't necessarily have a huge initiative bonus. So, and you've
we're
got
so
like a
we're
plus
re-rolling
5. So,
initiative.
no, no,
I rolled
just
one higher than last time.
I'll be right back.
you rolled a
Can
9.
I use inspiration on an initiative roll? I'm burning every
Nat 20
inspiration
for
I
a
have.
23.
I'll allow it.
Nice.
We're not rolling initiative for Gormish yet, but
No!
but you can save that number and hold
What?
on to it and keep it later if you want to.
What?
Perfect. I'll keep that
Okay.
23.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go ahead and use one of my D10s.
Okay, let's go.
'Cause
All right. Give me the number I've got to try to beat. We'll find out.
10 plus 7, 21.
21. That seems like not great. You are ahead of him in initiative order. Do you
Yay.
have? Where's your thing on the board?
Okay. So this is the teleportation circle?
Yes, the inside of the giant clock is the teleportation circle.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I
as you can
would
see, he's
have
inside. You would have appeared inside and then have sprinted.
I would have sprinted up the stairs.
Okay.
Can Okay. Okay, so he just came through the portal, right?
Yes, it literally was like you went through and then he immediately followed in. So that was like maybe like a 2 second delay between the two of you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
you run, you get to the top
Yeah.
of the staircase. There's a main door there that goes in further into the castle. On these side doors that kind of one goes, like towards the library, like a couple doors down toward to the library where
Yeah.
Talfion might be, and the other one heads toward like the war room or like maybe a meeting is going on. You don't really remember. Things are bad though. You've run your 30 feet. You can choose to dash or try to like cast a spell. I don't know. What are you doing? What are we doing?
This is Okay, so I know what I want to do.
Okay.
Okay, I am dangerously low on spell slots.
Also, while me and Severus are having this moment, Gormesh, if you want to go ahead and uh, Moonarms, while you're at it, if you guys want to go ahead and make your characters 13th level, you can go ahead and do that. If you haven't already, go
Yeah,
ahead and give yourself that level up.
I did that.
Do I
Okay.
also get one?
I mean, technically, if you want to, yeah, go ahead and ride up that level up, man.
You can go dream.
I am going to cast Spending using a 4th level spell slot because I don't have any 3rd level spell slots left.
Okay. And I believe I know who you're casting sending to.
I am casting and trying to reach out to my old teacher from
To your old goblin teacher.
my under goblin he was an advanced language arts teacher at
Yes,
the college.
exactly. Exactly.
I say, Norman, this is Severus Bane. I need your help, and I honestly just need to escape. Can you
Okay.
please gate me out of here?
Okay. I will roll. I'm gonna roll initiative for Norman, and we're gonna
Okay.
decide what Norman does on Norman's turn. Okay, all right.
And I technically had one word left, and I just say help or please, please. I say
Okay,
please.
please. Okay.
And he can respond.
Okay, he can respond. All right, that's
Yes.
interesting. I want to know. I'm trying to decide. Do I think he would respond, or would he just do some shit? But yeah, I think you do hear back. Like, I don't mean to be rude, but which Bane? I've caught a lot of Banes. Hold on. Are you the one with the fireball problem? And that's the only thing you can. um. All right. Okay, so Zeladandrel is technically next. In the order.
I would like to turn around and just be like,
just stare him down. Just be like, "What's up,
Zeladandrel,
bitch?"
we can talk this out. Look, I realize this looks bad, but I can't get the branch for you right now because I don't have the spell
but you can
prepared.
give me the book back.
Yeah, but I kind of need my friends out of here.
Wrong answer. I'm trying to decide what would be the next thing that he decided to do.
I am running out of options.
He is going to. Yeah, he's gonna point a hand at you. Dude, wait a minute? What?
Hello.
Is your exam done?
Yeah, I'm walking back now.
Oh,
It took you 9 minutes.
Timing.
It took you. That's crazy. That's nuts. All right. All right.
Brilliant.
Sweet. Okay.
Got an 80
He's
speed,
going to point a finger at you, and you see a thin green ray like blast out of his fingertip at you.
I know what that is, and I'm going to immediately counterspell that.
Okay, all right. What level counterspell do you have?
Roll for it. What level is Disintegrate? That's 7th level, right?
No, Disintegrate is a 5th level spell, but he's casting it at 6th level. Yeah.
Okay. So I am using a 5th level slot, so I still have to roll.
Yeah.
I believe. So I believe the number to beat is 16. So I have +4 to my spell casting. I fucking am dead. I rolled a 3. So roll your damage and. Oh wait, hold on.
Roll.
Hold up. I got a new ability. Or I have an ability. I can that it won't help me though. I just realized because it only adds like a +2. +4 bonus. Does an 11 save?
It does not, unfortunately. How much HP do you have right now?
I have 60. I'm probably going to die.
So there's a snowball's chance in hell that you survive this.
I think average damage for Disintegrate is like 70.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll for it. There's a world.
Oh, I know.
There's a world where you somehow survive this.
Oh wait, hold on. Before you roll damage, I have a Raglar moment, which I believe is a reroll.
Yeah, you can reroll it. Go ahead.
I'm burning everything tonight.
Yeah, go ahead and reroll it.
Just
can I
accept your
get
fate.
something better than a 3? Okay. So, 13 plus 4 is already a 17.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna stop this.
Plus that other 4.
Okay, so you used a 5th level counterspell.
I did.
He will 5th level counterspell. He will immediately 5th level counterspell your counterspell. And hit you for.
I'm talking about the save. I had failed the save for the counterspell. I failed the roll for the counterspell. I was talking about the spell, like my spell save. I'm rerolling that. I got a 13 plus 4.
Okay. Okay, you got a 13 plus 4.
Oh wait, hold on, no, that was the counterspell. I'm dumb. Okay, yeah, that was.
Yeah,
the
I was like, you
roll.
don't save against Disintegrate. Actually, I don't think.
I thought you make a dex save.
Let me double check. Oh yes, you do make a dex save. Okay, so you want to roll your dex save? You could have this.
A 19 plus 1 for a dex save, so a dirty 20. Plus that arcane deflection is what I meant. So it's a 24.
Okay,
Arcane
so a
deflection lets me add
24
a plus.
will save. I'm trying to find out, do you take half damage from this, or do you take no damage if you save? I'm trying to...
Well, as we discussed earlier, reading
Oh,
spells.
okay, so you take no damage if you pass this.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm reading it through. You
I
take no
just
damage if you pass this. So you
hits the wall. Like
so he
what?
doesn't counterspell your counterspell because that failed.
Yeah.
But you
Okay.
but you do make the save and dive out of the way. That was, I'm gonna be honest with you, that was 74 damage that it would have done to you.
Oh yeah, I would have been dead.
Pure, you would have been so dead. He can't cast another leveled spell as a legendary action, but he can legendary action cast a cantrip, and he'll just firebolt you. So I gotta roll for that. What's your
that's 4d10?
Yes, and what's your
my AC is 17, but you have disadvantage to attack me.
That's right.
Because of my cloak of displacement.
Okay, well the first roll was a 28. Second roll was a 27. So he's gonna hit.
Fuck.
But probably won't kill you on 4d10.
Yeah.
In fact, can't, because you have 50 HP, right? Or 60?
I have 60 because I gained some HPs on level up. I gained 11 HP on level up.
Okay, that's 19 damage to you as a legendary action. And that'll be the end of his turn. Actually, hold on. I'm going to decide if he takes a bonus action or not real quick.
I believe legendary actions can only be used at the end of other players' turns.
That's right. So is it other players or his?
It's other creatures at the end of other creatures' turns.
Oh, okay. Then that's my bad. Then he will not legendary action hit you for that damage. Then.
Yeah.
He can.
Like a dragon could breathe fire and then immediately turn around and slap someone with his tail.
That would be
as a legendary
honestly
action
so badass. But
it would be, but
there is one thing I need to check before I do.
I also apologize if I am entering into rules layer mode.
It's all good. It's all good. Someone's got to keep me honest, because well, I get lost sometimes. There's a lot of shit going on here. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
And you really want to kill me, which is understandable.
You know, I'm out for everybody. All right. I'm out for blood.
He is the DM. He can't be playing favorites now.
I can't be playing favorites now. That's 100% correct.
Okay, so what you doing?
I'm trying to just find out. Oh, okay. All right. So I can't do that as a bonus action. So okay. So then that is the end of his turn, but he is going to use his movement speed to just catch up with you because he's got the speed for it, flying. So he's going to get literally right next to you. And then that will be the end of his turn.
Why, hello there.
Give me the book, Severus. This is only going to get worse for you.
Is it my turn again? Or are we going to the other player?
Technically, yes, it is your turn. I'm going to say, yeah, okay. Normand doesn't do anything yet, so it is your turn.
Okay. I'll just be like, okay, you really want this book?
Obviously. Now hand it over.
Well, you're going to have to come find it. And I write my name in the book with an addendum of Severus Bane and this book.
Okay. You're going to write Severus Bane and the book in the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would like to say it. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to come find it then.
Okay, yeah. You do that, right? The book in the book. And reality, like that mirror scene in Doctor Strange, the reality begins to shatter around you for you writing that. And Zelenodra goes, why would you do that? Why, like, why would you? And you see reality begins to crack, and you just hear like 1,000 echoing voices go, "This is the end of all things." You see in the shattering mirror around you, like thousands of versions of Wendell begin to move around you in the collapsing space. He goes, who would dare attempt to collapse me into me?
A fucking human wizard, that's who.
The pillars and walls of the entire building begin to crack and snap underneath you, and you are sucked into the book and disappear. You don't know.
Go out with double birds. I go out with double birds.
You're just flicking them off. You disappear into the book, flicking them off, and just appear in the book hearing a lute playing somewhere in the distance.
Is the book still in my hand?
No, you don't see the book anymore. You just see like the infinite expansive void around you is somehow, even though you can't, there's no light, there's nothing to see, but you can just tell the void itself is pulsing and rippling at the concept of it trying to consume itself. You have essentially taken like Ragnarok and tried to make it eat Ragnarok. Like it's the end times trying to eat the end.
You're going robotic.
It doesn't know what's happening, and you appear and you hear Wendell go. What in the hell? Why? Why would you even? Why?
Because if he got the book, I'm assuming he knows more about it than I do. If he got that book and that branch, then he'd be 6 steps ahead of us. I have to do something to slow him down.
Any idea how long it's going to take for the book to reach? I needed that, and it's going to take forever to come back. Well, okay, well,
Wendell, you should just kill him. You should kill him. I think.
Okay, well, here's the problem with that: is technically you guys are in the end of all things everywhere. So, like, technically, I could hit him 1,000,000 times, and since we're at the end of everything, death and life don't exist anymore. So, like, he wouldn't technically die; he would just feel the pain of dying over and over and over. He would never actually be gone. He would never actually be gone.
Suffering is fun.
The only thing that exists at this point, at this pivotal moment, is me, and also kind of death, but like she and I have a weird relationship, so it's kind of a thing.
So death is a she.
And now Theron wants the ultimate of fucking death.
Interesting. Death is a she.
Oh, all right, Theron. Listen here, okay? Listen here. I understand that you have a particular proclivity for the ladies, but you stay far away from death, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
Billy Joe just pulls out his bagpipes.
Just the bagpipes echo in the void.
But they sound sick as fuck because I 100% gave Villagret a bagpipe proficiency.
He immediately starts echoing. You see that Severus Wendell goes, well, he can't get the book now, at least. No one can, and no one can let you guys out for the next. I mean, honestly, this has never happened before, so.
This is an extra dimensional space, right?
Yeah, kind of, but it's the end of all extra dimensional spaces. So, in a way, sort of. Like, we're at the end of everything. Do you get that? Like, I am the living incarnation of the end of it all. So, like, all spaces in between spaces, all the different extra little spaces, gone. They're all gone in this place. Are you asking because Norman's trying to come get you? Is that what this is?
Maybe.
He's knocking it in my mind right now. Saying I need the wizard boy. What?
I mean, can you let him in or out?
I mean, I can let him in, but then like, okay, he can come in, but you put your own name in here, so I can't let you go anywhere until the book comes back, and then I can let you out. But like, that's just this is where we are. And then you guys, everyone, hears a voice go. That's
You're
what
breaking
the
up.
fuck? What the fuck?
You're breaking up, man.
Oh, I got him.
I kind of got it.
Severus Bane, what the beep?
Oh,
Am I breaking up?
yeah,
Is it the mic?
you are on my end. Then again, it might just be me.
Am I breaking up for everybody? Is everybody?
Yeah, you're pretty broken up.
Every
You're not
now and
breaking up
then
for
you
me
are,
now.
but like we're not losing words. It's just every now and then you freeze a little bit.
And then you would just get words really fast. a
I
second
was
later.
losing words.
Interesting. Interesting. That is interesting. It's bizarre because on my end, if I'm having a bad connection problem, all of you freeze and all of you are still moving, no problem.
Yeah.
So
I'm still moving.
Probably me. But okay, what did you say?
Anyways, you guys, you hear a voice go, Severus Bane. What the fuck? Why am I here?
You remember Zeladandril?
Yeah.
Zeladandril Alathed.
He's the blue-haired one?
Yeah.
The blue-haired one with a bad attitude who thought he was like he had a god complex?
He's taken that too far.
They always do. Every single fucking one of them, me included.
Attempting to bond himself. Well, he did bond himself with an ancient dragon. And is attempting to bond himself with the Phoenix. I forget.
Well, that's not good. I'm the Phoenix. I'm getting the gist. Yeah. I'm getting the gist. I got it.
And the unicorn. Yeah. We are
Garithius and Maltazar. Their names are Garithius and Maltazar. I know him. I know them personally.
Yes.
I know what you mean.
We are stuck here for the time being, but I just have a favor to ask.
Did you write your own name in a book?
I did.
Rookie mistake. Been there.
No, I wanted to keep the book out of Zeladandril's hands.
Okay. Oh, so this was like a kamikaze move. I got you.
Okay. Because I have the branch of the Tree of Dreams that the Dark Elves had.
I once tried to write my own name in Windale's book to try to hide from the dwarven god Brass because I stole a saw from him and he was pretty mad about it. So I was just like here for way too long until someone else remembered that they were supposed to let me out at a certain point.
Yeah. I have a branch of the Tree of Dreams in Liam's secret chest. And Zeladandril wants that branch and the book. And I didn't want him to have either.
Oh, so you decided to go full sin.
I had to hide myself and the book.
Where did you leave Zeladandril?
He is currently in the capital city of Uzalfiorn.
Well, sucks for them, I guess. Well, Severus, if your goal was to keep the branch and the book from him, you've done great. So many people are going to die from this, but I currently can't intervene. I'm in a 7. I'm in a 7 millennia long deal. So, I'm not allowed to leave. Technically, being here doesn't constitute as leaving because this is nowhere. So I didn't go anywhere because this is nowhere. So, but I can't leave where I'm currently at in the Feywild because I lost a bet, and now I just have to watch the Tree of Wishes for the next 6 or 7 millennia, whichever one it was. So, like, did you just want to tell me all of this, or do you need me to do something, or like?
I need you to assemble a team.
Yeah, not again. Okay. I had to do this once before. We ended up. I stole the saw. I stole it so we could saw the branch off the Tree of Dreams, so we could use it to put a giant spider to sleep. And then Brass got all mad at me, and I was like, "You know the dark would have killed the dwarves too."
Yeah, Norman, I have
well,
that
that's
branch.
Crazy.
That's the branch that
that's
I have.
Crazy. I'm pretty sure I lost that in a bet. So who had it?
Yeah, I have it. Keeping it away from Zeladandrel.
Yeah, but who had it before you though? Like,
the Dark
who
Elves.
did I? I'm pretty sure I. Oh.
Yeah.
Nope, I didn't lose it to a Dark Elf in the bet. I don't know. That seems.
The Dark
I'll
Elves
remember
were
later.
unbind
When I
it from the
remember,
spider.
I'll come back and tell you. When I remember, I'll come back and tell you. But I can go try to put a team together. Sure, I'll call up some people that I know.
Yeah.
I'll call Gormesh.
Oh. Wait,
Huh?
he's pretty useless.
No, not that Gormesh. Not the clone Gormesh. The original Gormesh.
There's more.
Does Gormesh hear this? Does Gormesh hear
Okay,
this?
so if you have, okay, so you've met a Gormesh.
Yes.
Is he dumb?
Yeah.
That one's a clone. Okay, there's roughly 7 of them right now. There's one original Gormesh, really powerful wizard. Then there's a bunch of really dumb clone Gormeshes. All right. If he wasn't a really powerful wizard Gormesh, he was a really dumb clone Gormesh. Clone Gormesh, fairly useful. Wizard Gormesh, really useful. You know, like. So I'm gonna go talk to Wizard Gormesh, and I'll come back at some point when I remember that this is important.
Okay. All right. It's good talking to you, Teach.
It's good talking to you too. Just real quick before I leave though. Are you the one with the fireball problem, or were you the one who had to learn Undergoblin?
I speak to him in Undergoblin.
Okay, the one who learned Undergoblin. So it was your dad. It was your dad who had the fireball problem.
My dad did have the fireball problem.
Yeah, he kept casting fireball in his sleep.
Yeah.
See, what they don't tell you is once you learn the incantation, you can speak it in your sleep, and then like boom, fireballs. It's a real problem. No one addresses it.
We had to move and fireproof his room.
Yeah, and I remember they actually called me because they're like, "Do you know a solution to this?" And I was like, "The solution is time. Like, you just have to wait till he stops doing it, because like once they start doing it, it's going to happen for a few years. There's no cure for that." But anyways, I'll speak to you later, and then you hear a weird sound, and he's gone.
Is the void still kind of like shaky, or has it settled
down? It is still shaking. It is still shaking
okay.
violently. Window goes, well, good news, bad news, good news, bad news. Good news is this will eventually stop. Bad news is can't let you out in roughly like 400, 500 years till the book reanimates itself and the world stops cracking.
Yeah.
But when that happens, we're good. We're golden. And I'll let you guys out of here. But it's got to reform now because it collapsed on itself. And you guys are inside of it while it's doing that. So you can't die here, but it might be uncomfortable for a little while. Just fair warning.
Hey, as long as Zeladandrel can't have the book or the branch, I'm okay with what has to happen.
All right. Well, I'm out. I've got some deals to work on. Plus, the city's on fucking fire, and then we're gone.
Yeah.
We disappear to Gourmet. She was next in the order.
As that scene
boy.
fades away, Zeladandrel, or not Zeladandrel, Severus starts just humming a lullaby that his mother used to sing to him.
That's loudly drowned out by bagpipes in the distance, but it's
realized.
really
He is doing his best to tune them out.
incredible. Okay.
Just
Well, the book is gone,
yay.
and the branch can't be accessed now because you're also gone.
Yeah. And Zeladandrel is pissed off.
Is pissed off. Okay. Gormash,
Boy.
you are currently on board the Sun Chaser above the burning city of Hedrion with 4 Dark Elf Wyvern-class ships circling around you, coming out of the dark clouds in the sky. What's your move? What's the play?
How long will it take for the monster inside Gizzardgag to come out if he was to die?
It would happen
4
instantaneously. It would happen the minute he drops to 0. He doesn't roll death saves. He just immediately becomes a monster.
Is there any way I can throw him and attack in one turn?
Strap him to the
I
ballista.
think I have action surge. I think I
You do have action. You have action surge. You could pick him up and throw him as an action, and then use action surge to take attacks.
No, please throw him away from me, dog. Please
Is
throw him away from
Zeladandrel
me.
on any of these ships?
No, he is in a different he's on a different city, continent, something.
This
He
is
is
the most
elsewhere.
Gormash action surge I've ever seen in my entire life.
Gormash is
Yes,
in
it
the
is.
lower deck
Yeah,
on the
it's
ship right now.
Super lame, but in a good way.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Where's
Yeah.
Where's Gizzardgag at?
He's below deck, but you can call him up if you need to.
I shout for Gizzardgag to get up here, and I make my way to the top of the ship, or to the upper deck on the top of the ship.
God.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Somehow my Gizzardgag art isn't here, so I need to get that loaded in. It's hard to keep track of all the arts you've got going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fair.
This is gonna be wild. Okay. All right. But before I drop Gizzardgag, let me just double check here. Your plan is to throw this child
Uh-huh.
and then kill him while he's mid-throw? Is that the move?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I believe that is what was said.
Okay. All right.
So
Can we say Moonarms is watching just through the scrying
first-
dagger?
I would like to go big mode, okay?
Mm.
I'm gonna go big mode.
Okay.
Which of these ships has more Dark Elves on them? Or do they all have the
So they
same?
all have the exact same amount.
I pick Gizzardgag up, and I'd like to throw him at that ship right there, my cursor's on.
Okay. All right. Damn, I have this art somewhere. What the freak?
Actually, before I throw him, I go Gizzardgag. I have hated you this entire time, and I've never got a chance to do what I wanted to do. Then
That's so dark.
I pick him up. I say
There
goodbye,
it is.
Gizzardgag, and then I throw him at that
Okay,
ship.
all right. Okay, so we hurl Gizzardgag at a ship.
Uh-huh.
We're uploading Gizzardgag. That I don't think I'm gonna roll a contested strength roll against you for Gizzardgag, but there's no way he can beat you.
Say I'm big mode, so wait, I need to roll a strength.
Athletics with advantage because you're a big man.
It doesn't matter because I just rolled a nat 20 first roll.
Holy shit! Yeah, it does not
Yeah.
matter.
And that
Oh
20
yeah,
for a
you rolled
23.
20 earlier.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but not even that one. I just rolled a second nat 20.
Oh
That's
my god.
insane. Yeah. Okay, so you beat Gormesh. I mean, you beat Gizergak. You toss him in which ship again? Okay, I see. Actually, I see the one
Yeah,
with
that
your
ship
little
target right there.
cursor. Yeah.
And
You
then-
hurl him that way. Let me measure the distance here because you're tossing him through the air. And depending on how far this is, I'm going to make you roll something to see. Are you trying to get him to the ship, or are you just trying to get him in the general vicinity?
Close to the ship.
Okay, yeah. Then give me a DC. You're trying to toss. You're big mode. Gizergak is a goblin child. He's not very big at all, but you are trying to toss him over like a 50-foot gap. Yeah, give me a DC 20 athletics check.
Okay. That is a 10.
Did you roll with advantage? You are a big mode.
Oh, I did not roll with advantage. I want to use the 23 from earlier.
Okay, okay, you can do that. Okay, so you hurl him across the thing. Gizergak flies through the air, going, "What is going on?" As he's flying through the air, you action surge. He is fully just 40 feet. He is a good 10 feet away from the Dark Elf ship. You action surge. What are we doing? What's happening?
I pulled out my light cross. How much HP does he have, first of all?
Right now, because they crashed the ship earlier and everyone on board took damage, Gizergak has 3 HP left.
I'm rolling crossbow damage. I'm rolling good to hit.
Okay. Okay. Roll to hit.
There's a 14 hit.
Okay.
I actually don't think a 14 does. Hold on, let me double check that real quick.
Does that child have good AC?
The child is decently.
No. Do you have any inspiration, like a D6 or a D10?
I do, but here's the thing. I also get a second attack roll because I get 2 attacks per
that's
action.
fair.
And access
That's
surge gives me
fair.
another action.
A 14 truly just misses. I tell you,
That's fine because I just rolled an 8 for an 18.
that'll hit. Roll damage, but I mean I don't think your minimum damage would do the trick. So
I hit a 10.
So
I hit
you
10
throw him
damage.
through the air, you shoot him in the gut with a crossbow. Gizergak cries out in pain. And then it's so dark. This is so dark. I don't feel good about this one, but here it is. You see you hit Gizergak dead in the chest with
We here do not
with a
condone
crossbow.
child violence.
With a
We
crossbow
do, however,
bolt.
find it extremely
He's
funny.
flying through the air, hit him in the chest with a crossbow bolt. You see he coughs up blood, his eyes go black, he bursts into flames. Immediately after bursting into flames, you see that the whatever form Gizergak is in the flames immediately grows to be 20 feet tall.
Jesus.
And appearing out of the fire is this guy.
Good lord.
Is that forearms from Big Ten or Ben 10?
You see, this thing appears forearms, some sort of weird metallic ring on its back that's acting as wings, where it stays flying in the air. It doesn't let out a roar. It lets out some sort of like deep guttural, just kind of like it sounds like a hum and a gong being slammed at the same time. It like pierces eardrums as it like lets out across. Even down on the ground, Moon Arms, you can see this thing light up in the air and then a giant thing appear.
What is that?
The Dark Elves all immediately start screaming on that ship. You did damage to this thing. I'm gonna roll initiative for it.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Can I roll an inside check while we're doing this to see if I know what this is?
See, you can roll an inside check. You're
Can
rolling inside
Gorbash
check.
roll an inside check?
You can, but you're looking at it.
Okay,
So,
I have a 22. I rolled a
feel like
22.
I know what it is.
You should have dropped this thing off in the woods, man. You should have dropped that little boy off in the woods if you had a chance.
I got a 13. I just know that's Gizzard Gag.
You just know that's Gizzard. Okay. Gormesh, you used your nat 20 from earlier, so I needed an initiative roll for you.
Can I scrying dagger to see if the beast still has the dagger that I gave Gizzard Gag?
That is a nat
you look at the scrying dagger. There's no response. You,
it's just gone.
4.
That's not great.
Maybe he'll remember Moonarms whispers to himself.
Okay, hey, I got a question. Do I still have movement?
You just still have movement. I'm letting you act like this was a turn, so you can go somewhere if you want.
Can Schmeckenbeck shoot me out of a cannon onto another ship?
I mean, they could on their turn, but you're out of actions, so you could anywhere.
True.
Well,
then can I just move nearby, like to a nearby cannon?
You can.
Schmeckenbeck, it is the final call. Time to get out of here.
I knew I saved them for a reason. I shout, Schmeckenbeck! Whenever you can, come shoot me out of this cannon! It'll work.
Truly insane. Vinatiza yells, "Why would you do that?" And now, you were at the bottom. We're now back at the top, which is this monster, which is this horrifying monster, appears, looks over at you. I need to do some measuring. This thing has a very fast flying speed. Yeah, okay, it's gonna get to you. 100%, it's gonna get to you.
Oh no!
Wait, how does it know who attacked
Unsheath
it?
Hema Squall.
How does it? It knows. It fucking knows who just killed its other four. It doesn't know anything else other than that right now. It flies across the ship, lands standing 20 foot tall in front of you. You're in big mode. You're a large creature right now. You're 12 or like 15 foot tall. This thing is bigger than you. Lands on the ship in front of you and is gonna take 4 attacks. What's
Oh my god!
what's your HP total right now?
Total or how much I have?
How much you have? I mean, how much do you have?
71.
Currently approaching 0.
Okay.
And I'm immune to crits.
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
because
it won't matter. What's your AC? 20?
18.
18. Okay. That's a 31 to hit on the first one.
Oh boy, that hits.
I'm gonna roll damage, and I need you to roll me a D4.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, that's the wrong. Nice. Those are the right dice. What'd you get on your D4?
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll.
You're all good.
A 4 actually. I rolled a 4.
You rolled a 4 on the D4. Okay, so on a 4, you take. Okay, so you're gonna take 18 bludgeoning damage plus 10 necrotic damage for a total of 28.
Okay, what's 71 minus? That's 40, 43.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Then next attack is a nat 1. He misses. Next attack is a 27. Roll another D4.
Boy. That is a 3.
You take 20 bludgeoning damage and 10 lightning damage as he uppercuts you with a fist of pure lightning for a total of 30 damage.
He has to miss one more time. Just one more miss, please.
And that's another 27.
Oh,
Roll me
boy.
another D4.
I think no matter what, I die here. That's a 4.
You're not dead yet. You're just unconscious.
He's dead.
When I tell you that he punches, his punch, not even the extra damage like the lightning damage that he does, his punch does 4d8, and 3 of those 4 were all 8s. He rolled 8s on 3 out of 4 die.
Jesus.
So yeah, that's a 29 plus you rolled a 4 on the die. 29 plus 10 necrotic
Or is
damage
out,
for
like, you don't
39.
even have to count.
Yeah, knocks you out
Yeah, I
cold.
have 13.
Yeah, drops you
I'm
to
just
0.
out. I'm just out.
You're just out cold right now. You're not fully dead. Drops you to 0. Lets out another of those kind of breaths. You guys, well, not you guys because you're unconscious, but everyone else on the ship and the Dark Elves see that a aura of pure red light appears in a 15-foot sphere around this thing, and the ship inside that aura begins to burst into flames and catch on fire.
Is Gormish on fire?
You were inside the aura, so yes, you were on fire.
Oh boy.
And that is its turn.
So do I have to roll like death saves now?
When it gets to your turn, yeah.
How does it feel?
That's it.
Oh, don't worry. I'll
He
roll
hasn't rolled
straight on
one
the
yet.
first
He hasn't failed it.
I should have saved the 23.
Did Schmeck and Beck die yet?
It's actually their turn next, and you see that Schmeck and Beck both look at each other, nod. They both pull out little pendants that smash into one another, and they teleport away.
Oh, I thought they were about to fuse, bro. I thought they were about to fuse.
I thought something cool was about to happen.
They smash these two and go, sorry, bud, and they are gone. Just disappear.
Gormish will remember that. I want that to be the one memory clone Gormish remembers. The next one.
Okay. Immediately they're gone. The next person in initiative order is Venetiza.
Oh god.
Oh.
How does it feel? How does it feel to know you just killed so many people? Oh my.
He doesn't know he's dead.
Oh, Gormish? Yeah.
Gormish went off with a actual. He knew what he was doing when he
Dang.
did that. I just did not know it would just immediately target me.
Just,
I thought
Yeah,
they would
I-
wake
I-
up.
yeah,
and
I
say,
shot
"Oh,
this
that's why I
monster.
threw
The rage and hit
That's
the people nearest
That's why
me.
I threw him at the ship. 'Cause
I
thought
shot a
it would
child. The
get
big
up, like, it
monster
would
won't
wake up.
fight me. He
It
doesn't have
would
any morals.
immediately target what was around it and not me.
Oh
it's
my god.
it's rageful and highly. Its biggest desire is destruction, but it's not unintelligent. It knows when somebody caused it harm. Like it.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say
Gormish's
it.
final words I will be back.
It was deserved.
I can't decide what Venetiza would even fucking do right now. Like,
Just jump.
This is
Jump, V,
this is-
jump.
actually, I do think Venetiza is gonna look at Gormesh, who is down, see this 20-foot tall monster. Schmeck and Beck disappear. Price is staring in horror. She looks at Price, says, "I'm sorry," and dives over the edge and casts Featherfall on herself. And just starts to descend. Price is next. This is so crazy.
Jump, Breath, jump.
All it takes is a Gormish moment.
This is so crazy. Why would you do this?
Why not?
Gormish
Of so
wanted to
many
go with the
options
bang.
that you have.
Can I go with the bang?
This was the best one, Reese. You know that.
Yeah, that's the best one. Because now I know that
I-
if I don't
I mean,
survive, no one else will.
Agree to disagree, I think. I mean, I think the best
those Dark
option.
Elves won't know what hit them.
I think the best. I mean, yeah, he's gonna wreck this entire like mini fleet that's up here. Knowing that he can't do the same, that he can't jump off of this thing and go for broke, I think Price is just gonna attempt to cure wounds Gorbash to get him back up.
Bro,
I think that would be his
yes.
only move. Gorbash, you get back. You get back 7 HP.
Lucky number 7.
All I needed to know. Gorbash is
You
back
get back
up.
7
Yeah,
HP.
actually, yes.
You get back up. You're on fire.
Ouch!
Price is gonna back the fuck up.
I'm back.
Price backs the fuck up. It is back to your turn. At the start of your turn, because you're inside his aura, you're gonna take 2d6 plus 6 fire damage, just automatically.
He's gonna die.
That's 10 fire damage. You're immediately back down. You just make a death save.
Oh, how do I do this?
You just roll a d20 straight, and if it gets 10 or higher, it's success. 9 or lower, it's a failure.
Okay, boys, I got this. I got this, trust me. That is an 18.
Let's go.
That's 1 pass, 1 success.
I rolled 2 more times. Or what?
No, that'll be on your next turn.
Oh, okay.
That's back at the top of the initiative order. This giant monster turns. I need to. This is gonna matter a lot, so I'm gonna need to check some things here. I need a. Oh, I need to move this circle. Okay, so not quite big enough for what he wants to do. In that case, this thing is going to fly straight at the Dark Elf ship.
Now it's going to plan.
It's going to fly straight at the Dark Elf ship. It's going to fly, kind of hover over to one side, hold its. You see that one of its hands is like wreathed in lightning. One is entirely just frozen. One is beaming with golden holy light, and the other one a black necrotic energy. It holds out.
This image worked well.
It's gonna hold out its whatchamacallit? Oh, its ice hand, and it's gonna cast Cone of Cold onto the ship.
Oh fuck. But yeah, Reese, that's why I thought this image worked well. Because the hands.
That's fair. That image looks a little more monstrous than I was planning. But the hands are colored. That is cool. It's like opening portals with tentacles. That thing's wild. What the fuck? Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a moment. Let's just hold on for a second.
That is a magic card.
That is fucking.
That's my boy Omnath. He's finally gotten all 5 colors. They've been slowly releasing. He started out as just like a monocolor, so a 1-colored card, and slowly, as they've been releasing sets, they've been re-releasing him, but they've been adding like a color to his palette. So there is one for each, or there's a 1-color, a 2-color, a 3-color, a 4-color, and now a 5-color card, and that is him.
That is wild.
Oh yeah.
I'm about it though. I'm into it.
It's no card fight Vanguard.
It's not, but
That's
that
what
time
I'm
of our
saying.
lives is over.
Doesn't have to be reached.
You ready?
Yeah.
It is for me.
They'll never see those baddie gold paladin knots is all I'm saying.
You telling me you don't want to be like those 30 to 40-year-olds that we played against in the card shop?
No,
I
I
don't.
don't want to be in a thruple. I'm sorry.
I don't want to be in a
I'm
throuple.
out.
I'm out.
Just
I draw the line
being
at
honest,
throuple.
I draw the
Okay.
line at thruple. I'm out. Okay.
I kind of take offense to that 30-year-old comment. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
Yeah,
like, are
dude,
you
I'm
like?
pushing
Let me
30.
let me double check here though. Are you 30 years old and like own a house and are married and happy, or are you 30 years old, have 3 roommates, are in a throuple and have a cocaine nail?
Let's go with the
Oh.
No,
first
I'm
one.
sorry, and have a what?
Yes.
Did you say a cocaine nail?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Randy,
keep one nail
Randy
long.
made.
Randy had a cocaine nail. His
Randy had a
pinky was
cocaine
super
nail.
long,
His
so
pinky
that
was
he could
super
scoop
long.
cocaine and stuff it up his nose. These are the things you realize. These
See,
are the
now
things you
These
do.
are
that checks out.
Yeah.
Randy.
Yeah, Randy was on
That
coke,
checks
dude.
out.
Average
Okay.
Oracle think tank user.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well, he
saying,
was
bro.
on coke. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
He bought us
That's
cookies.
What's
yeah.
up,
I'm
Baby
not saying he
Boy?
wasn't nice. I'm saying
I'm not saying he wasn't a
yikes.
nice dude. He was a nice dude. He just did cocaine.
On
He just
coke
did
or
coke.
on
He was a
coke.
nice dude on coke. Okay, I mean, he was a nice dude on coke. All right.
All right, I think we've heard enough about this.
Um,
Now back to the show.
The show's
Ah,
over.
actually, I'm not totally sure we have. I don't think you understand the gravity of what I'm saying. Right?
No, like I don't think you understand.
One of them
This
was 30
man-
years
this
old
man-
with 2 roommates and a child and girlfriend that also lived with him.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Okay.
One bedroom was not even a bedroom that they rented out, okay? It was a Vanguard room.
It was a Vanguard room. Okay. This man was somehow
don't think we do
affording
that.
to play trading cards, and spend a egregious amount of money, and also somehow also afford cocaine. And I don't know how because he worked at Popeyes. The math didn't add up, is what
No,
I'm saying.
we're thinking of
He
2 different people
probably
now. I'm talking about
dealt
Aaron.
in drugs as well.
That's probably true. Okay. Anyways,
Now back to the show.
now back to the show. Now that I've discussed the full scope of what we were dealing with.
Yeah.
All 3 of these dark elves fail to save and are all immediately turned to solid ice from this cone of cold, and the ship takes a shit ton of damage. That'll be its turn. Schmeck and Beck are gone.
I
Venetiza
will
is
be back.
falling. Okay. Price looks at Gormesh, who is down, looks at the ship handles, decides, fuck it, here we go, runs up, grabs the controls, and swings the ship hard to the left into one of the Dark Elf ships. Decides to pull a full Captain Lock on this one.
Yup.
Crashes into the ship, fire explodes. Price does go down from the ramming damage. And also from the ramming damage, Aimgear dies, is fully dead. He's been tied up on the deck of the ship. It is no longer with us.
I guess that's a silver lining.
That is a silver lining. That is Gormish's turn. I need another save.
Boys, when y'all first told me about the monster, I thought it was like it's gonna beam me once and I'm gonna be like disintegrated. That's a 15.
On a 15, that is a save. You're good. Okay, these 3 guys are dead. That's back to its turn. It's going to take just a bunch of attacks on this ship. It did down you in 1 turn. I'd like to point out.
I thought it was gonna like disintegrate me or something. I thought it was gonna beam me out of existence.
No, if
And
it
my
was
final words
Zeldandril,
would be,
he would have done that. Zeldandril beats people out of existence. That's kind of his thing. Holy God. Yeah, okay. So you guys see this giant monster in the sky punching a ship, and truly in 1 turn just rams a dark elf ship into 2 pieces in open air, and it begins crumbling out of the sky. That is Price, who has to make a death save. He fails. That is Gormesh, who needs to make another death save.
Oh, boys, it's just gonna be too easy. I'm gonna pass this next one. Yeah, because that's an 18.
Okay, on an 18, you are stable, but you're not up. So someone's got to get you up. I just inhaled something. Don't know what it was, but it was not good.
Punch
Okay.
it.
Who's still on the ship besides me?
Get it out. Get it out.
Who's still alive on the ship besides me?
Nobody now.
Well,
Schmeck and Beck ran.
Not knowing Speck and Beck ran, I go, Speck, Beck, help me.
Schmeck.
Wait, I wish I had healed.
It's back to the top of the initiative order. This guy flies back to this ship. Flies back to the Sun Chaser. It's going to take its attacks on the Sun Chaser. It's already super fucked up from being rammed twice, so it's not far off from being destroyed. And he hits on all 4 of its attacks and deals. That's. Hold on, I'm gonna roll some D&D Beyond. It's a lot. It's more dice than I've got currently here. Yeah, does 150 damage and destroys the Sun Chaser. It begins to crack and collapse out of the sky. Gormesh, you're now plummeting semi-conscious through the sky, just falling to your death.
How did I get here? Wait. What? How'd I get off the ship?
This monster is going to take the rest of its actions to attack the other ships in the sky. I think we can call it for Gormesh. He destroyed the ship.
Oh, okay.
He dealt 150 damage to the ship in one turn and has rent it in half.
How up are we?
900 feet.
Okay. Dang.
And you're not conscious, so you're just plummeting.
So hear me out. I rip my bedroll in half, use it like a parachute.
Once again, not conscious. Once again, you're stable. You're not dead, but you're not conscious.
I use cure wounds on myself.
Can't stress this enough. You're not awake. Plummeting to your death.
I want Gormish's final words to be.
Oh.
Oh wait, did it cut out? Yeah, that's what happened to Gormish.
We will now jump to the burning city below, to our last member of the party. You have been watching this shit happen from above.
Did Gormish land right next to Moon Arms? Please tell me he did.
No, I don't want you anywhere near me.
Man, just like bam, straight through a rooftop.
You're watching the Sun Chaser is rent in half above in the sky. You see not only Gormesh, but Hank, Price, the nobles, everybody on board just plummeting to the surface below. Dark Elven ships being rent apart by some monster that you have not the knowledge to call.
That's Gizzard. What do you mean? That's
but you don't know what it is, what the monster is. Everything is plummeting toward the earth.
Oh god.
Here's what's gonna happen. You want to try to run away, right?
Well, first, I would like to grab Captain. I mean, I think I did it at the end of last session. I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm.
But man, I just want to.
You set him on fire?
I wanted to grab his. What's it called? The shot, the vanishing shot.
He wants to.
Yes, his pistol?
Yeah, and his sword.
And Tear the Fathomless. Okay, you grab those two things off of his body.
Also, if there's like a coat or something in there, or just something I can wrap myself with, because I took my hoodie off, And my arms
Actually, I
are
will
bare
say,
showing.
Captain Locke took his coat off before he crashed the ship.
But it's like
So
a boat, like a crashed boat.
Hilariously enough, the cloak just now, because of the wind resistance, flutters to the ground, and you see this cool ass officer's coat.
He blessed me one last time, and I grab it and I throw it on.
You throw it on. It's hot as hell out here, dude. Like, you put the coat on to be cool, but everything's on fucking fire. Here's the thing. There's now just like meteorites of shrapnel plummeting from the sky. So you're gonna have to roll some dex saves, big dog.
Okay.
I'm gonna need. So you're trying to get all the way to Wendell Shop from your current location, which is 600 feet. I'm not gonna make you play that round by round. What I might have you do is that you're gonna need to make a dex saving throw for each 100 feet. Okay, so you need to make 6 dex saving throws, each of them DC 20.
20. Okay.
You got this, big dog.
Is it just me or is the city on fire?
The city is on fire. It's not just you.
First one is 11, and I have plus 10 to my dex saving throws.
Okay, so you pass the first one, and with evasion, you take no damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you are able to dodge falling pieces of ship that's on fire, or just straight up chunks of wood plummeting into houses around you.
Okay. Second one, I rolled another 11.
Okay. You're good there. You're good there. How much HP does Moonarm have right now? By the way.
I just rolled a 19, by the way.
Okay, you're good.
I have 59 at the moment.
Okay, that's 3.
So I just rolled. That's 29. Okay, that is a 4.
Okay, so that's a failure. But you'll only take half damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is still gonna hit a lot. So, just. I'm rolling. It's rolling. It's still rolling. D&D Beyond being slow right now.
But I only have to pass
Your
2
die
more,
just
right?
casually
You only supposed-
rolling across the screen.
You have how much damage? I mean,
59.
how much HP?
59.
Okay. Okay, you take 45.
45.
You take 45 as you barely dodge the mass of a ship and get slammed with just it shattering into shrapnel around you, and you feel like dozens of splinters just bury into you. Some of them the size of bullets, some of them the size of toothpicks, just batter into you as you continue to run. You've got 2 left, right?
Okay, I'm 100%. If I fail another one, I'm using inspiration. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you know.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, that's a 13.
Okay. 13 on the die?
Yeah, 13 on the die plus 10.
Yeah. Plus 10. 23 passes. You're good.
And that's an 18 on the die. Let's go.
Okay, you survive. You crawl to the door of Wendell Shop, pouring blood. Okay.
Is there anybody here?
You swing the door open. You see at Wendell Shop, the protective aura that is around the shop that is being upheld by Wendell is you see pieces of ship literally bouncing off of it into other buildings. His shop is untouched when you arrive there.
So probably the one I got hit by bounced off of there and came straight
bounced
at me.
off of them and came straight at you as you were running toward it. You swing the door open. Is anybody here? You see sitting behind the counter, minding his own damn business. Window goes, well, seems like it didn't go quite as planned.
You're telling me. I'm trying to hide the smile on my face.
You see, immediately head peers out of the banister from overhead where the little apartment area is, and you see, Theth go, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? The whole fucking city's on fire. What the hell happened?
It is a long story. All I'm gonna say is
You
we
look like
forgot
dog
about
shit.
Gizzergak. We forgot about Gizzergak. That's that's one
What?
thing I want to say. But
You hear Gorsh in your mind. I did not.
I don't
He
want to
never
know.
forgot.
I don't know if anybody survived. I'm gonna be honest.
Wait, what?
All surviving members of the party
You're-
to hear, I will be back.
We were on the boat, and like I got aim gear, and I mean aim gear's probably dead by now, so we accomplished that part of the mission. But then all of a sudden, Zeldendra took the book from Theron's hand, and then he got mad because we didn't give him the branch right then, and so he just started writing people's name in the book. Like, I have never seen cursive more pretty, but I've never seen anybody write as fast. And I mean, shoot, he went Theron, he went Villadred, he went everybody, and then Locke crashed the boat into another boat and died, and I couldn't save him, and I couldn't get Zeldendra to help me save him. Because I promised him I was going to help, but he wouldn't hear me out. So, everybody's gone. I don't know if anybody survived. I don't know who I would even reach out to. And I pull out my scroll of sending. And I'm like, I don't know who I'd even reach out to see if they survive, man.
You see that Price walks down the staircase. Not Price, sorry. Feth walks down the staircase. Walks over to you. He takes his cigarettes out of his pocket and he sits them down on the table.
Oh, no.
And he goes, "We only smoke on good days. This is definitely not a good day."
It's a terrible...
You see, he turns around to Wendell and he goes, "The ones who got put in the book, are they alive?" And Wendell goes, "Technical sense, yeah, they're alive. They're not dead. They're kind of at a space beyond everything. They're at the end of it all. So, though they're not dead, they're in a space where it might be worse than death because it's nothing. There is no death. There is no life. There's no light. There's no darkness. It's only darkness. It's the end of everything. It's null. It's void." And Feth goes, "Well, that's not great. Do you have any idea what happened to Severus?" And he says that to you, and Wendell goes, "Oh yeah, he wrote his own name in the book, and then tried to write the book in the book, and then he collapsed the book on itself. So the book's gone."
Where did he go? I saw 2 flashes of light. Where did they go?
I never asked him where he went. You see that you see his eyes go pitch black for a second, and he kind of zones out, and he kind of goes, they went to Whistlefield."
They went to... Moonarm's like lost for breath here. He killed everybody.
You're also bleeding out.
Yeah. Moonarms has like tears going down his face. Moonarms is bleeding. He's dirty.
He goes, "I don't. Hold on a minute." And you see that he walks behind the counter. He walks out with a water basin, and he sits on the crable and he goes, "Well, we can go." And he taps the water and activates a scrying pool. He sits down the table, and you look through the scrying pool. Result on your one is fine. You see the castle. There's a little bit of smoke coming out of the castle where something happened, and some part of the castle collapsed. But the city looks untouched. Looks okay. And he goes,
"So the people look fine. Like, I
yeah,
don't
you
have
see
to worry
people.
about that."
You see like normal people on the street all look okay.
So
we're just walking about.
Are we able to scry on anybody else? I pull out my dagger and I'm like, I gave this to 2 other people. I gave this to Gizzergak, and I gave it to Venetiza. I was like,
Can you scry? You want to try to scry on Venetiza?
Yeah, I would like to scry on Venetiza.
You look through Venetiza's blade. It's tucked in the back of her belt, so you're not seeing her face because it's kind of like the wrong angle. But you see her falling through the air with massive amounts of debris just flying around her. And then you see, like, you're watching that, you're trying to get a view, and suddenly there's a very bright light that kind of blinds you for a second, and there's nothing.
Okay, well, she's gone too now. And with my dagger. That's crazy. Well, I guess we're it. I look at
You
Feth.
see that Feth looks at you and he goes, Well, I'm gonna be straight with you, Moon Guy. I don't think we've got a snowball's chance in hell of killing this dude.
Well, I mean, as long as he didn't get that branch from Severus, we've got time.
You see that he gets kind of like a weird look on his face. And he squints his one eye. He's got his other eye covered by the eye patch, and he goes, Hi. Hey, Wendell. Do you know a way to like extend the life of a human? Not necessarily like as long as my life, but like of any extent really. And he goes, yeah, there's a couple of potions you could try that like could give him like a slightly longer lifespan. Yeah, he's like,
Who are you
why?
trying
He goes,
to extend the life
Look,
of?
here's the thing, Moon Guy. We can't kill him. The two of us together can't kill him. And whatever, let's say we go back to his old Layor. Okay, let's say we make it back somehow miraculously, even though, and you see that he kind of like points out the window, and there's that, you see that monster in the sky is flying around, and more Dark Elf ships are just pouring in from the blackened horizon. And he goes, I think our odds of making it back before they get there is kind of slim. So we lost. We can't win. However, you see he kind of grabs his crossbow and he goes, if we've got enough time on our hands, which according to what Wendell just told us, Sam kind of gave us a lot of time. If we've got enough time on our hands, we could train the guy who could kill him, right?
I look down at my I probably got like a utility belt on, like all of my stuff on. I unbuckle and I was like, I hang it up. Well, let's get to work.
Well, first we gotta get the fuck out of here. And Wendell goes,
Actually, you're right.
No worries.
I put the utility belt right back on. You're right.
Wendell goes, there's no worries. You can stay in the shop until everything cools down. The Dark Elves aren't getting in here, I can promise you that.
Okay, I'll take the utility belt back off and hang it again.
And he goes, well, you can hang out for a little while, but I would, training people to do a specific task that normally goes somewhat poorly, and he kind of just looks at you, Moon Arms, for a second. He goes, just be careful. Don't get lost in the fact that you're training them for a purpose.
Well, don't worry. If you
was out of pocket, bro.
If you're looking at me and saying that, I look at Wendell and I'm like, if you think I didn't do my task, just look outside. I'm pretty sure I was bred for chaos. And let me tell you what's outside. My purpose, fulfilled.
He goes, Roy, well,
I may not have caused all of that, but I helped.
we're a far ways off from my time, boys. And you see that his voice slowly begins to kind of change, and his posture kind of begins to change. And he doesn't transform into anything, but he just looks a little different for a second. He goes, the time of darkness is far from here. But though my time, the true darkness, the ending darkness, is far off, a new darkness seems to be making its way. And he looks out the window up at the ships and he goes, Severus gave you time. Theron taught you how to talk. Captain Locke told you how to kill the best out of any of you. And Gormesh taught you how to literally fuck up everything.
I ain't go big mode. You can't forget how to go big mode.
Village Red was a force of pure chaos. And Hawkeye was as diligent as any creature I've ever seen. So it looks like you've been given the perfect blueprint. Good luck and Godspeed. And that is where we're going to end the campaign.
Go to the ending. Go to the ending.
It was an honor, fellas.
That was awesome.
Now Tante gets to help me make Gorbash the first again.
Gormash the first again.
We get Monk Gormash?
Okay. We should get Monk Gormash. Should be sick. Okay.
Monk Fighter Gormash.
Not even fighter, just Monk.
I would like to
Oh,
say
yeah.
the collapsing of the book in on itself. What a play. What a move.
Yeah,
what a
good
play.
play.
I mean, insane. Truly insane.
Well, I mean, I had to after we had talked about it at work today.
Yeah, but still, the fact that you were like, I'm going to fucking do it. I don't know what's going to happen. We're going to find out together.
Yeah.
Insane.
Please tell me that in campaign part 2 we will cut away to Village Red and Theron just chilling in the
Just
void.
chilling. And now Severus is also there.
Severus is
We're
there
going to
now,
have
too.
cutaways. We're going to have random cutaways. We're just going to be like, back in the void. And it's just going to jump.
Meanwhile, back on the ranch.
Exactly. 2 hours later, and it's just back to you guys. So as I've already stated, the next campaign, the next arc we will be doing will be a 350-year jump to the future in this same world. Lore-wise, the humans are having a fucking bad time of it.
What, baby? Yes.
This is the layout as
It's game.
as
It's time to go to bed. Kirby.
You are not in the wiggle in my web.
Kirby.
Okay.
And then you also have Pokemon
Nate, thank you.
and Pokemon.
I got you, dog.
Oh, we're doing stuff. What are we doing?
And
But anyways, lore-wise, this is what you're looking at.
That's it.
The Dark Elves, after the victory in Hedrion and the
Maybe.
guaranteed separation of the human nations, where they were not going to fight together, the Dark Elves made quick work of most of the human nations.
Yeah.
They did still struggle to take Borgia due to its giant population, but still at a point they were just overwhelmed them with numbers. It looked like the last line of defense was the elves, which weren't. The dwarves were refusing to come out of the mountain to deal with this problem unless they came into the mountain to try to deal with them. So the dwarves just did what dwarves do best and stayed in the earth. The last line of topside defense was the city of West Ulthuan. In an attempt to rally and save lives, Ragnar Deepstone gathered the entirety of his company into one area, knowing full well they were outnumbered 10-1 to try to battle the Dark Elves, so that while in the battle, the elven people could flee the city and return to the forest of Falarvayan, which is the forest of the first elves. It's where the elves crossed over, where the Eladrin that became the first elves crossed over from the Feywild. That was the last hope, was for them to flee there and maybe some way find a way to all return into the Feywild there. Even though there's been a lock on people being able to plane or shift into the Feywild for a long time. So who knows if they ever made it. They fled. There were few that stayed behind to help, such as Lady Gwendolet, Grandmaster Shaboti, Ohanu was there, Talfion was there, and after his dream and his city and his nation was burned, Grulubas Khan joined the fight one last time to try to battle the Dark Elves and was slain in battle, attempting to burn down Dark Elf ships as a black dragon. The forces battled for over a month, somehow holding out against the Dark Elves. And then, when all hope seemed lost, the sky cracked open. and pouring out of the sky was
You take him from me.
thousands of what first they thought were angels, but were these angelic metal constructs that poured from the sky
Red elf.
and in no time whatsoever laid waste to the dark
humans
elves.
and elves.
They just battled them back, pushing them back into the Underdark. They tore ships from the sky and were shown to be nearly impervious. Like in a one-on-one situation, the Dark Elves had no way of defeating these things. They just had to gang up on them and hope they could outlast them, and it was a destruction. At the end of it all, everyone was so fucking happy that the Dark Elves were beaten that no one paid attention to what these new constructs were doing, and the elves kind of fled into this old ancient forest. Raglar and the others joined them. Talfion was able to survive the battle and move back. Shabodi and Grulubas were the only two notable characters who had died in the fight. Everyone else was able to flee back to this ancient forest.
That doesn't make Ahanu the Grandmaster, right?
It does not. It does
Okay,
not make you the
thank God.
Grandmaster.
He does not want that.
He fled back into the forest. The city nearly totaled beyond repair, and these metal angels began to ascend onto the once human nations. At first, it seemed that they were offering help by offering protection from the Dark Elves, but as soon as the Dark Elf enemy was defeated, they turned on the humans. In a very calculated and collected strike, they cornered off the human nations into what is now no longer nations at all, just known as the Judged Lands. And any attempt to move into the Judged Lands to help humans was shut down immediately by just overwhelming force of these things. And no one knows what's happening inside. The rest of the world was cut off from this land. On Prolion, on the far continent, the human settlements were abandoned, and the settlements were then taken over by natives of the land. The city of New Isle went from being New Isle to being called Moontown, and is a bustling little port city of multiple races: goblins, orcs, Dragonborn,
land.
all living together in this place. In a way, Grulubas got what he wanted, just not in the way that he wanted it. And all of these little races began to cultivate and move together, and learned quickly to stay out of the Judged Lands. The elves never returned to Wizalfior. They decided to make a new home for themselves and start a new place in the forest of Falavian and continue to live there to this day, and have in some ways retreated to their old ways. They are not as active in the world as they were before the city was burned. They do try to let people know that they're out there and they're willing to help, but it's just when you've gone through that many tragedies back to back, it's hard to literally open yourself up to the possibility of helping anybody. And there are no human governments to be wrought by greed or pride or power-hungry men. And in some ways, the world is kind of better for it. Like it's some people feel a considerable amount of guilt and empathy towards what the humans are experiencing, but also like there are no settlements that are coming, or crusaders that are coming to put settlements in a land that's not theirs, and there's no weird espionage-esque human wars that are taking place that involve nations that have no business being there, and beyond the border that is being controlled by these metal angels, no one knows what's happening with the humans. They're just pinned inside. There are the few who are scattered here and there that were able to get outside or were not there when this thing happened and are somewhere else, and there's the occasional human here and there, but seeing them outside of the Judge Land is a rare occurrence now. And that is the setting that we will be starting this new campaign in.
Yo.
Fun.
Insane. Please tell me there's somewhere called Gormish Land.
No, you can't beat Moontown.
Does Peanutlandia still exist in hell?
Peanutlandia does still exist in hell. Hell was unscathed by this, other than actually I can't say that because that would give away some stuff. But I'll let you know. I'll DM you about what Hell's doing.
As the kingdom expanded.
As the king. As far as character ideas goes, what's everybody thinking? What are we thinking about doing? What's going around?
One's already built.
Okay, what are we doing?
I am a Leonin named Leona Del Rodi.
Oh, great.
I am a paladin. I am also a pirate, but in a completely different way. My character was 21 years old, being a pirate's hand. He was on a boat. We came across an island. We fought our way through and found $2.8 billion worth of gold.
That's a lot.
Between the men. And I am now about 72 years old, and I've lived off of that money since. That's my whole character.
Brilliant.
So you've got an old man.
I own a bank. I own a bank.
Okay.
And I literally am just an old man pirate who tells stories that, like, I was a pirate and I had to live through hard times, but I was only ever did one thing, and I happened to find enough gold to live off of my
Just
whole
got
life.
lucky.
Just got lucky. That's so great.
That's my whole character.
I will say the party, we will be starting this new campaign in the city of Moontown. So it will start off there. So I assume that's where the bank will be located.
Yes. The bank is in Moontown. It is called
Ye
Moontown
old
Bank.
of Moontown.
Bank of
What
Moontown,
level
yes.
will we be at?
We'll 3.
We will
right, Reese?
start. It's 3rd level. Yes.
Oh, we're starting at 3rd.
Yeah.
So we starting from 0.
Anybody else got a character planned out? Anyone else know what they're doing?
Well, I know Gormish the first again. We will have to at least part Hobgoblin.
So wait, Reese.
Yeah.
Earlier today at work, we had talked about the second campaign starting at level 8.
Did we?
Yeah.
I know I said that combat at level 8 is the best. Because like
when
you
we
have
were talking
enough
about
abilities to do stuff, but like
having like starting with a magic item.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still willing to do that. Like everyone, I'm gonna make. If you have an idea for a custom magic item, or if there's a magic item you want, it can't be a magic weapon. I need to make that clear. You can't start the game off with a magic weapon. But if you want to have an associated magic item,
what did you say, Gormish?
can he have flying boots? Can he have flying boots? That's an idea. That's an idea.
That's so funny.
I'm probably gonna do it. I'm doing it. Well, I've already got mine made. Is it fine to start off with infusions? Like already made?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm cool with you having infusions. If your character is capable of doing infusions at 3rd level, then yeah, you can go ahead and have an infusion on a weapon. To start with.
Hell yeah.
I would like to either. Could I start with either flying boots or the coin of Gormish? Are those 2 possible choices?
You can absolutely have the coin of Gormish. That's for sure. You can have the coin of Gormish if you want it. I'm gonna have to decide if I'm gonna give you flying boots off the rip or not. Let me think on that, because that is such a great, for such a powerful magic item to be able to just be able to fly. And so I'm like, I don't know if we're going that far.
All I'm saying is, had they're not taken away his flying boots, Gormish the first alive.
You would have not survived. You would not have survived.
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about.
You shot Gizzergak. You would have literally fell from the sky.
Ethan, are you going to use Kobold this campaign?
Yes, I am playing a kobold named Kobold.
Kobold.
His whole backstory is that he was an accident who stumbled
Incredible.
upon a trident
Okay.
and his whole life he's been having strange occurrences, and he doesn't know how to stop them. He doesn't know what they are. Turns out he's just a wild magic barbarian.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was wet dreams.
Oh.
He has those two, maybe. I don't know how kobolds work.
They do, but
But-
it's always about dragons. That's the thing. Like they have wet dreams, but it's always dragons.
That's weird for him. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Does he canonically wear diapers to bed?
No, he does not. He wears diapers.
If for at one point he does that, my character's literally that's all the joke he's gonna make. He's like, bro, you should really wear diapers to bed.
I'm not going into this anymore.
Okay,
I
that's
have
what
a
we
magic
got for
item that I'm
kobold.
going to talk to you later about.
Okay, for sure, yeah. And if you guys like, I think, yeah, starting next week we're going to be doing the Star Wars campaign. So you guys can text me or call me about characters for that. I can help you guys set that up, no problem. And the Star Wars campaign will be at level 8. That is the case.
Gotcha.
Because it's only going to run like probably 4 to 6 weeks maybe. While I work on the setup for the new stuff. But if you guys have any custom magic items you want to start with, everyone's getting at least one starting magic item.
Anybody else
with
have a
their
character idea, or can I go?
Can I be Darth Mormish in the Star Wars campaign?
For the Star Wars campaign, you've got to do something else, Victor. You've got to be a different thing.
Gormash.
No.
Gormash.
No.
I want an Ewok.
So sad.
Reese, are you still fine with what we talked about earlier today?
Yeah, for sure. If you want a DM assist, I'm 100% about the Star Wars campaign because Anson might be joining, and that's just a big ass party, you know. So
And
if you want
to, David has asked me today about joining, but has said that he doesn't want to kick anybody out if the party is too big. So he is fine with.
We'll work it out. We'll see how it goes. The only thing is like, it's not just that it's like a party of this many people because like you guys all know what you're doing. It would be like a party of this many people, and then like me having to teach 2 guys how to do this while we're doing it. So
and we're level 8.
And you're level 8, so it's like that's a learning curve. That's a learning curve. Like you're having to learn a lot of stuff really fast in that sort of scenario. So
I don't know what to do besides Gormish. Literally on games now, when I can't figure out a name to pick, I just put Gormish.
I made that name like a year ago, and it's still riding.
It's still riding. What is
personality?
Coleman? What's your character?
So we've kind of already leaked it a little bit. My character is the guy that Moon Arms and Feth are going to work together to train to kill the big bad. That is what the whole deal was.
I love that.
However, he does have some personality traits and issues of his own.
As they always do, and should.
So he is a gunslinger. He's a like fighter subclass gunslinger.
Okay.
So he will have a gun, and that is what I've wanted for a long time. But eventually, he will branch out into assassin as well.
Didn't Moon Arms have a gun at some point?
He does, but he doesn't use it because it's a blunderbuss. And I was like, he used this once to hit, wasn't it Henry?
Yeah, to hit Henry.
And he did. He succeeded. So he shot the gun.
Go back to Henry. That's all I'm saying.
Shout out to Henry.
But yeah, my kidneys will never be the same. However, my character's name is Milo Kane, codename Ephesus. So he probably be going by Ephesus. He'll probably just be called Ephesus at the same time.
I love that.
He is very much I believe, a combination of Han Solo and Lando Calrissian, more like the personality of Han Solo, but the flair and just charisma of Lando Calrissian.
He's rizzed out, but he's also so mad all the time. I'll see you in hell.
Is there anything our Star Wars character like cannot be? Like certain, like...
You guys will be fighting Sith, so if you want to be a Sith, you can, but also it wouldn't make all that much sense.
I was gonna say, hear me out.
What do you mean? Sith
like-
fight each other all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know who
Yeah.
Darth Revan is?
I do know who Darth Revan. You can't
Do
be a
I know
canonical
who Darth
character.
Revan
The new
is?
character
You
is
can't be a canonical
line.
character from a storyline. I will, guys.
no,
I'll
no.
tell you, this is going to be the
I'm
plot of the
already
Star
been
Wars
talking
campaign.
with Reese
I'm not
about
going to be
this.
Darth Revan.
I'm gonna be
like
playing a Mandalorian.
It'd be so sick. It's gonna be so sick.
My guy is like borderline confused. Like, am I Sith? Am I Jedi? He's not too sure.
You know,
Oh,
they
okay,
just
so
have,
you wanna be
they
like-
have
you wanna
Dark
be-
Jedi.
Downstairs.
You want to be in the
He is.
middle. Yeah, I got you.
Or
So
am
here's
I a
this is
Muppet?
this is the plot that we're going to be using. It'll be the in the Old Republic when Darth Malgus invaded the Jedi Temple and Coruscant. You guys will be an extraction team sent in to get a particular holocron out of the temple before it is completely lost to the Sith. So the party, and it's got to be like. It's gotta be like we can't just be just Jedi because then it would be we would be noticed too quickly and killed by the Sith acolytes. So it's gotta be a mix of like we need some smugglers who know how to sneak guys in. Jedi's can for sure be there on the squad, but like we're gonna have a Mandalorian. We're gonna drop people.
What I want to
Absolutely.
plan on
Let's
being?
go. Let's go.
I'll tell you exactly what I plan on being.
Let's go.
I plan on being a I plan on
Here we go.
being a Wookiee who
Let's go.
was put into the slave trade.
Let's go.
And I'm going to be I'm gonna have gone into like berserk mode and killed
Let's
everyone,
go.
and I'm going to use their whips as my weapons. So I
Okay,
plan
so
on
you're gonna be.
being
Are you gonna be a barbarian?
Yes, I'm gonna be a
Like a
barbarian.
berserker?
Heck,
Okay, I dig that. I dig
Yeah,
that.
and
If
you're
you're
gonna
gonna
use-
if you're gonna do Wookiee, I think the stat block to use for that is probably Bugbear. Is the
That's
like
fine.
the best associated stat block for
That's
Wookiees.
Ethan, come here.
Well, I guess.
They're like
Come
they're
here.
like the same size, and they have like honestly, Bugbears might just be Wookiees, and Wookiees might just be. Now that I'm thinking about it, hold on.
Yeah.
Now that I'm thinking about
Wonder what
this,
I
stat
see
block
it.
you're
No, what are
Chewbacca's a
you trying to
Bugbear.
be?
Anyways,
Put your bow.
Wait, can I be a master and Nunu be my Padawan?
And pick up this other one.
Please?
Yeah, I'll be
absolutely you can.
Yes.
I'll be like
Absolutely
really
you
confused
can.
about it, and I'll have a purple
I can't
lightsaber.
pick it up.
It won't let you.
Big
No,
hear me
no.
out, okay.
Take this one.
Your character's
you
not
want
that
to
good of a
pick
teacher,
it up. So
and my
your
character has an 8 with a
character-
-1 intelligence, so he just doesn't know what to do. Like every now and then he like pulls out some force lightning, and you just like.
Stop!
It'll let
What are
pick
you
up
doing?
Oh,
Oh, it's
I'm gonna
like
say
my
I
God.
think for if
I'll
you're
let you pick up
playing
fire.
Jedi, I think the best. I mean, you can flavor it however you want. I'm not gonna tell you what character
Yeah.
to use, but I think
I'm
the
sorry.
best
Yes,
like
okay.
I can't pick up
Use
fire.
that one.
class to
Use that
use
one.
would probably be
Don't use
Eldritch
that one, use
Knight
that
because you'd have spells
Oh,
that
well,
you
I
could
like
flavor
that.
as
I know
force,
you
but
like
you'd be a
all
fighter and
spells
have all
with
the
same
fighter
advantage on
stats.
all of them.
But or Paladin could also work. I mean,
Yeah.
Paladin's right in there. So I mean, there's some stuff there. I mean,
I think it would be hilarious if I'm like, yeah, I'm his Padawan, and then whipped out a red lightsaber.
but also, no, I think it'd be funny if you guys both played Paladins and like you, like Coleman, you're like Oath of Protection and Nono's Oath of Vengeance. So
Yeah.
completely.
the entire time.
We got
Quit
it. We got it. We
using
got
the
it.
dark side.
Dark
Quit.
We've got to talk about
What is that?
the Sith acolytes keep confusing him with one of them.
Alright,
It's just like, I mean, he acts. He's all of his clothes are black.
Bro, we've
He's got
got
a red
this is
lightsaber.
it.
So
This
are
is all we
you? So
need.
you're not a Sith. You just fall into the dark side sometimes. Is that it? Like what is?
Yeah, he just slips. Yeah.
I'm not a Sith. I'm just confused about what being a Jedi means.
Okay, so
It's
you're
not-
literally
I'm
just
using
normal.
dark
You're
side
like
stuff.
literally transitioning to
Every-
Jedi Knight.
The truth is, yeah, exactly. He's just like, I don't know what I am, man. We're finding out. It's like,
So question, Reese. You
Mhm.
you said nothing cannot. You can't be a character that is already canonical to Star Wars.
or in the Legends books, like you can't
Damn
play
it.
Revan. You can't play Revan. You can't play as a character in the Star Wars universe that is in a book or movie. Okay.
I'm gonna talk to
If
you.
Reese-
Not
Or
a video
the-
game though, buddy. I'm
But-
Star Killer. I'm Jedi Kratos.
That would be
okay.
crazy.
Funnily
I'm
enough,
not
I'm a
opposed.
Mandalorian named Goku.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you.
Ouch.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Um,
No,
Mandalorian named
okay.
Goku.
I'm not opposed.
Is that his full name? Like a
Okay,
pet name slipped
so
back in the
it's-
Boondocks?
Trace, I get what you're going for. I understand what you're going for. Let me throw you. Can I throw you a light curveball? Okay. Could you just hear me out on this one? Play a we use Warforged stat blocks. You play a droid who's recently become force sensitive somehow and is trying to figure it out.
Who was it? Reese was telling me about this. Who was wanting to play an R2 unit?
That was me.
Go for it. Fucking go for it.
There was a there was a force sensitive R2 unit.
Play a ranger class and have one as your beast companion.
Oh my god, that's actually brilliant. No, I'm like, no. This is funnier. This is funnier if you are an R2 unit who also controls an R2 unit.
That's awesome.
Do they just combine like? Do they just combine like Voltron?
You have a lower
range
R2 unit. Yeah, exactly. You have a lower range R2 unit who you're forcing to do stuff with you.
Please tell me later they just combine like Voltron.
That'd be cool.
Alright, Jedi Padawan Echo Light.
I plan on playing with their whips, so I'm gonna have a custom thing made.
Yeah, sure. I mean, whips are a weapon in D&D, so we can do that.
Yeah, they just
are we
suck.
making our own characters, or are we using?
Yeah, that's why I want
like
Reese to make it where it won't suck.
I can do whips for sure,
I plan
and
on playing like
how about
backstory
this?
of that, and then being like a liberator of like
I dig
slave
it. I'm
camps.
about it. I'm into it. I'll work out a whip thing for you that will be a better thing than that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. We'll work it out. I'll come up with something.
Because are we doing stat block or character sheet?
We are doing. I mean, if you want to play stat block, you can, but most people are using character sheet.
I was wondering because you had talked about stat block to Nate Crazy, so.
I mean, in the case of a stat block, I think if someone's playing an R2 unit, I don't know what all R2 units can actually do that would constitute a full character sheet.
That's so funny, dude.
I don't know.
God,
I'm like, you can hack stuff. You roll around. You can hack things. They
have a taser.
They have a taser, but that's it. I'm like, that's a stat block. That's not a full character sheet. Like they have a ton of abilities. They can tase and they can unlock doors. Like it's
that's why
R2 units like it's like a swarm of rats.
Reese,
we'll find out.
I had suggested just doing like a Beastmaster companion.
Yeah, no, I get that. And I'm also like, Warforged lets you decide the size of your character, so technically you could use Warforged stat blocks to create an R2 unit or an auto stat block to something. So, I mean, it's totally doable and works about. But Ethan, since Anson wants to play in this, and Anson's a huge Star Wars fan, Ethan will probably be DM assisting. So he's just going to help you run NPC for the encounters, while Anson fills in the slot. Exactly. While Anson fills in the slot, so Anson can do some cool shit.
I will be Jedi Padawan Echo Light.
I'm going to be an ASMR.
Okay, hell yeah.
There's I'm a protector ASMR, so he's like got light abilities and things like that.
I actually think they're pronounced ASMR, but
is there a certain campaign we need to
listen? If you want me to say it, I'll say it.
Is there a certain campaign we can join? Hold on. I can't
be a protector paladin. I gotta figure it out.
I missed the wolf bow.
Wolf bow?
Yeah, I'm playing Black Ops 3 with Nate. He's carrying me at the moment. We didn't have a lot to do this session.
That's fair.
Ewok, what do you want me to choose?
Ewok is also genius. It's so funny.
I think Ewok is probably Goblin stats. Yeah, because of Fury of the Small. I think that's the best thing to use.
Analog.
Yeah. Because if I'm being honest with you, Ewoks are just hairy goblins. Okay, that's what they are. Think about all that chittering and the fact they keep stealing shit from everybody. And then they swing from the trees and destroy stuff with rocks. They're goblins.
I'll do you one better. Just be a Jawa.
A Jawa is 100% a halfling. Okay, they've got halfling's luck, so they never fail persuasion checks, and they steal everything. That is a Lightfoot halfling. You can't convince me otherwise.
Big T, I think me and you need to get together to make my Padawan.
Your
Ace has kind of
Padawan.
been talking about this. I'm gonna be
I'm
a
so down for this
Mandalorian,
idea.
and my whole goal is gonna be to steal back the Darksaber from the Jedi Temple.
I love this so much.
Oh boys, I gotta go.
That time
I'm not
already?
leaving.
Good night.
No,
Good
no,
night,
no.
no.
Night, bud.
Good night,
Night.
bud.
I gotta
Yeah, I
figure out
can't
what my
stay-
character will be for Star Wars.
That's
I
fair.
can't stay too long. I have a final at 7:30 tomorrow.
No, dude, that's all good. I get it. I'm with you. I am going to create a new campaign and drop it for the Star Wars campaign. I'll drop the link for it in probably general,
I'm
so
done.
that way we can.
My bow couldn't save me.
In the Star Wars campaign, will we also do cutaways to Terran and Village Red?
That'd be funny. Also, Severus Erasure. He's there too.
I want to beat. It's okay. Watch. Ready? Ready? Watch this.
It's so funny.
Yeah, bitches.
Yeah, bitches. Yeah, bitch.
Me and Ethan are playing zombies together, so
I'm getting hard carried because I'm trying to listen, and then I'm not focusing, and Nate's just having to carry me. Thank you, Nate.
of course you can. Not a problem.
Okay. So if anyone's making a character, you can make it in this
Let me leave this campaign 1 second.
campaign. Back
Wait,
here
why
on
are you
Coruscant.
leaving that campaign?
I put it in the campaign we're in. In the Heroes of
So you
Alharia.
can pull that character out and then go into another one.
Yeah.
Gotta get rid of this shotgun.
Bad day on Coruscant.
Oh, is that what you're
Coruscant.
calling it? Bad day on Coruscant?
Bad day on Coruscant.
That's funny.
Could you send the
that is great.
It should be in general. I did drop it. Or the premise, one of the two.
Yeah, it's because that man's a fucking unit. Have you seen him?
Curtish.
Yes. He is a unit. His shoulders
A
are like
unit.
2 of me. He literally walks like he's huge.
Yeah, but as far as the Star Wars campaign goes, if anyone's got questions, hit me up with them. We'll make stuff work.
Oh yeah, he's always.
Oh, I'm
like,
sure we'll have some.
When he comes into pieces.
What's
of
the advancement
he's
type?
Always the best, but
Probably gonna be milestone.
Oh god, oh god. I'm not a happy camper right now.
I got you,
I'm just
big
getting
dog.
owned.
My name is Star Wars character.
He's a private detective. No, Isabel said that private detective is gonna come back. Sorry, I don't mean to be talking into your ear.
You can't trust an Isabel.
You can't trust him, Isabel.
Nope, I had an ex named Isabel. That was a terrible time.
I remember that.
Just leave me be. I deserve
That girl was
this.
wild.
It wasn't even that bad. It was just God kept telling me not to do anything, and I just didn't listen. And I lost so much money.
It really do be like that.
Brother, them pills are expensive.
Ooh.
My man, condoms aren't that bad, okay?
No. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Oh, I know. Still.
She was one of those. I got what you're
No.
saying. I understand where you go with this.
Just every single time. Never failed. Always some kind of issue.
That's so God was just literally intervening, and you were just ignoring God.
God was truly telling me, "Hey, quit that."
Cut that out.
And I didn't.
we're gonna stop the stream while it's at this point right now. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, end of the campaign. We'll be back next week with the Star Wars campaign. All right, have a good night.